Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the info session about SMU preferred programs with IAU, the Institute for American Universities, in Aix-en-Provence, France, Barcelona, and Madrid, Spain. You'll be hearing today from the advisors at IAU, which include myself, Jen Nativo, and Mariana Bandera.
Hi, everyone.
We are both also alumni from IAU, and we're excited to not only share more about these programs in France and Spain, but also provide true inside knowledge on what it's like to be a student with IAU. So for any questions that come up during this brief presentation, we'll be answering them at the end. First, we'd like to share a little bit more about IAU and what we have to offer. IAU was founded in 1957 by academics and former diplomats who wanted to provide an opportunity for US students to study diplomatic relations with interests and/or careers in foreign service and the State Department. So it was established as one of the first American-style English language liberal arts education institutions in Western Europe under the authority of Aix-Marseille University, and offered a study abroad program providing credit for those willing to live and study in France for a year. With its inception, it did become the first institution to offer study abroad programs in France to students with majors other than the French language. To date, IAU not only offers study abroad programs in France, but also in Spain and Morocco. IAU's degree granting branch, the American College of the Mediterranean, also launched in 2015, and it currently offers a Bachelor of Arts program and 6 graduate programs in in Fine Arts, French Studies, International Relations, Art and Art History, Media Studies, and as well as a Global MBA. IAU's study abroad programs that we will be talking about today in Aix-en-Provence, France, Barcelona, and Madrid, Spain, are available during the semester, summer, and as well for a full academic year. Okay, so I noticed that I think the presentation may not be following. I just want to get a message from all the participants that you can see the next slide that says about IAU. If you could just answer in the chat, if you can see that as well, that would be helpful so I can make sure that the presentation is following along as it's supposed to. Okay, can everyone confirm if they see the next slide now, or a different slide that says about IAU? Perfect, thank you so much. Apologies for the delay. Thank you for letting me know about that. So I'm going to continue. Okay, so now a little bit about Aix-en-Provence, our first campus with IAU that is located in France. So I know that the name itself can look a little bit intimidating to say, but it is pronounced X for short. As you can see on the picture of France, it is located in the south of France in the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. It is about 25 minutes from Marseille, which is the second largest city in France. It has a population of roughly 140,000 people, 40,000 of whom are students, not only US students studying abroad, but that also includes local French students who are studying in the area. The IAU campus in Aix-en-Provence, France is situated right in between 2 other French universities, institutions. So it is also a great opportunity to not only meet other US students studying abroad, but international students as well. Aix-en-Provence is located with convenient access to the TGV station and the Marseille airport. As mentioned, that's located in Marseille. The TGV station is the fast high-speed train that operates throughout France, so it'll give you, you'll have quick access to travel throughout other cities and countries. Aix-en-Provence itself is known for its very picturesque buildings, hundreds of fountains, lavender fields, beautiful, beautiful landscapes, large food and clothing markets, and its slow-paced, fast lifestyle and culture. IAU campus is located in the historic city center. It is a fantastic city to feel fully immersed in culture and language. It's definitely a step back from fast-paced urban city life, but it's also not too far off from that either, as it is still a university town with plenty of things to do, like going to museums and cafes, hiking, shopping, and much more things that we'll get into in a little bit. So a little bit about the academics at IAU's campus in Aix-en-Provence. It's kind of structured into 4 different programs that include the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, the French Honors Program, School of Business and International Relations, and the Marchut School of Fine Arts. IAU does also offer internships for credit that students can participate in throughout the semester or summer at various local businesses in and throughout Aix-en-Provence. Course options are obviously ranging in those different programs that we offer and offered in both English and French. They draw on site specificity in the south of France and in the Mediterranean. All courses also include field studies to locations in and around Aix where you can be visiting other local cities. The IAU courses are centered on high impact learning, which translates to incorporating experiences outside of the classroom into the curriculum. These are some of the examples of the courses offered in Aix-en-Provence. As you can see, they range in a variety of disciplines, but we do encourage you to get a more full understanding of the different courses that we offer and a full course list on our website. And the link is provided here. And at the end of this presentation, we'd be happy to send this out to you so that you can go ahead and click on those links. We've also provided the link to the SMU course database, where you can see exactly how these courses are transferred to your home institution. A really big benefit of participating in an SMU preferred study abroad program is that these courses will be reviewed and approved ahead of time by your study abroad office and deemed to be of SMU quality by the academics department, and they will be able to figure out for you exactly how these courses will be translated over to your transcript and apply towards your degree. So that kind of saves you the step of having to go through the petition process yourself at your university and going through each courses that you want to take. So as a reminder, this does apply for any of the SMU preferred programs, including that of Barcelona and Madrid. So a little bit about housing and student life in Aix-en-Provence. As far as housing accommodations in Aix, students will be participating in host families. It is a really, really great way to feel fully immersed in the culture and feel like a local. I can say as an alumni of IAU, and I'm sure Mariana can agree that participating in housing with a host family is, such a fun, fundamental, foundational aspect of the program. There's no better way to practice your language and learn more about the new environment that you're living in. We already had discussed a little bit about your courses incorporating field studies and excursions outside of the classroom. And in addition to activities associated with your courses, IAU does also offer weekly activities and excursions throughout the semester for you to participate in, as well as lecture series on campus to help you stay involved, get involved with the IAU community. Volunteer opportunities are also offered as well, and these activities, as well as the other excursions mentioned, are coordinated by our full-time on-site staff that include housing and student life coordinators that will share these opportunities with you and will also always be available for you to communicate with throughout the semester. Some examples of volunteer communities can include helping around in the nearby Aix-en-Provence community, as well as tutoring opportunities for local French students. Myself personally, when I was a student at IAU, I was a tutor for a student of French, or a French local student, and I tutored her in English. And it was a really great way to further feel like a local in France, get involved in the community and experience the culture more. I ended up becoming very close with her family, and it was just another way for me to experience French culture. IAU's campus in Aix-en-Provence also houses a wellness and counseling center that is available for students to use and to access at any point during the semester, along with cultural and language resources, study spaces, a library, as well as other opportunities for students to be involved through conferences, the lecture series I mentioned, research opportunities. There are also opportunities to connect with the local students. As I mentioned, IAU is situated right in between 2 French local universities. So we do have relationships with them, and that students can connect with local French students and practice their French and learn more about French culture in that way.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mariana, and I'll be talking a little bit about the Barcelona program IAU has in the big metropolis city of Barcelona. Of course, as we all know, Barcelona is in Spain. It's in the region of Catalonia. It has a population of roughly 5.5 million people. So obviously, it's a high density city, and it's very vast. It is the capital and the largest city of Catalonia, and it's one of the most visited city in Spain, so there's a lot of tourists. The two official languages are Spanish and Catalan, which is a beautiful language, and students will be immersed in both Spanish and Catalan. You'll probably know the difference very quickly. As it's known for its art, its amazing architecture. It's one of the smart cities as far as urban technology and initiatives. It's also one of the biggest in, as far as it's like a port. So you'll see the trade coming in and out as well. So it's great for any student who is really interested in business and international business. IAU campus is centrally located in the downtown Plaza de Catalunya. It's in the Gothic quarter. Basically, students will be within like the heart of Barcelona. So everything is within walking distance, and the metro is like really easily accessible. It's in a beautiful area.
Hey, Mariana, I just want to just pop in real quick. Are you able
Yes.
to speak a little bit, maybe closer to your computer? I just have some feedback that it's a little bit hard to hear.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm with headphones right now, but can you hear me now? Is this a little better?
I can hear you well, but if anyone else is having trouble hearing, please feel free to let us know through the group chat.
Yeah. Maybe if I do this. Does it sound a little bit better?
I believe so,
Perhaps.
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. We can go to the next slide, Jen.
Perfect.
So a little bit about the academics. Again, our programs follow four different programs. So it's like the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Then there's a Spanish honors program, which is completely in Spanish, which will pretty much be a catalyst for any student who is really interested in really honing that Spanish speaking abilities. Then there's a business and international relations, which, like I mentioned before, Barcelona is such a great area for anyone who's really interested in business and how, Spain is related to import and export all over Europe. Of course, there's the arts and art history. Again, Barcelona is such a beautiful place for any in-context learning about that. And of course, we do offer internships for students that want to have internships, and it can be applied for their credit as well. The courses are flexible in both English and Spanish. And of course, they draw on site specificity of Barcelona and the Mediterranean. Like Jen mentioned, this is a high impact learning curriculum. So everything that you learn in class will be, it's like a fundamental for the context of where you are. And of course, field studies are located in and around Barcelona, to places like Tarragona or Montserrat, beautiful areas that will give students more context. And of course, these are the SMU preferred courses. Like Jen mentioned before, this is a really good link for all of the courses that you can see that can be reviewed and approved, so you know exactly what is transferred to your major. But we just wanted to list a couple of them here for an example. A little bit about the housing and student life. Students can do, be involved in the host family experience. Barcelona is a little bit different than X because it's a metropolis, so students will be living in close quarters within apartments. But it's such a beautiful experience of having, you know, a family to live with and like really understand like the culture within the family context and learning the language as well. I think the host family experience is such a great opportunity. And like Jen, I'm also an IAU alumni. So it was such a great experience to really understand the culture a little bit better with more depth. A couple of other things that we do with students is like weekly activities and excursions like Tarragona and Montserrat. These will help bring the students together as well, and you know, create lifelong friends in different places. You will also have volunteering opportunities, you know, as well. You can go to either like schools to like teach English, or businesses and all of that stuff. There are counseling and wellness services, and we do have our on-site director, Ignacy, who students have fallen in love with. He's so great. We do have cultural and language resources in-house and study spaces such as computer labs, a big kitchen for cooking classes, course conferences, lectures, and research opportunities as well in Barcelona.
We also do have other full-time staff available on our Barcelona campus too. Just wanted to add as far as like an academic staff, housing staff, so similar to our campus in X. If you have any questions or concerns related to, you know, things of that nature, we have other staff to support you.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about our third program, the third SMU preferred program in Madrid, Spain. Madrid is, of course, a little bit more unique than the other programs previously mentioned, such as, you know, as Aix-en-Provence and Barcelona, in that it is a bigger city, of course. It is a little bit bigger than Barcelona with a metropolitan area population of roughly 6.5 million. It is the capital and largest city of Spain. It's regarded as an important economic, artistic, and educational hub in Spain. It's home to the Spanish Parliament, the Spanish Stock Exchange, as well as a number of world-renowned cultural and historical sites such as the Prado Museum and a few other things that we'll mention a little bit later on. Of course, similar to Barcelona, Spanish, or also known as Castilian, and English are widely spoken throughout the city. You'll also see on this slide a picture of the logo of one of the local universities in Spain, or in Madrid, is Comillas. And that's there because Madrid is also quite different than the other SMU preferred programs in that we call it more of a hybrid program, and that students will actually enroll in courses on the Comillas campus in Madrid and have access to all of the same student services available as the local students that attend this school. So that this means that students will also be taking classes not only with other IAU students, SMU students in the program, but alongside other local students as well in Spain. A little bit about the academics in the Madrid program. The programs of study are kind of structured pretty similarly to that of Barcelona, in that there is still a School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Spanish honors program, business and international relations, art and art history. You know, students can participate in any of those programs of study as well and take similar courses that are offered throughout those different disciplines. Students can also participate in internships for credit, similar to how it's structured in X and Barcelona, throughout their semester or summer of study. As already mentioned, courses will be held at the Universidad Pontificia Comillas campus. With this SMU preferred programs, taking a Spanish course is a requirement, and there is also a 6-unit language courses that are available for students to take who have backgrounds of only 2 semesters of Spanish. So this is a really great program if you're, you know, perhaps not even a Spanish major or minor, and you're really looking to enhance your Spanish language and you know, make the most of that experience. This program has those kind of courses available for you to take. In addition to what's already mentioned, the SMU preferred program in Madrid also includes an optional academic travel seminar, which is a 3-credit course taken over a period of 10 days. It's a travel seminar course where you're going to be traveling to destinations in and outside of Spain to receive academic credit towards your, you know, degree, and included in your curriculum that you're taking with IAU. There are flexible course options that are offered in English and Spanish that also, similar to the other programs mentioned, draw on site specificity of Madrid and the Mediterranean. So you'll still have opportunities to participate in field studies with your courses to local museums and historical sites, local businesses in and around Madrid. And Mariana can talk a little bit more about courses and student life in Madrid as well.
Yeah, so here's just like another example of the SMU preferred courses. You can check out like the SMU course database for any courses that can be reviewed and approved, so you know exactly what is going to be transferred into your major. We provided a list here of the courses that we're offering in Madrid. And of course we have more, so just check out our database.
Yep.
A little bit about housing and student life. It's pretty much similar to Barcelona in that way that you can have host families and apartments. And we do have weekly activities and excursions to Barcelona, Toledo, and Segovia. So students are going to have the opportunity and possibility to travel a little bit outside of the Madrid region and see a little bit more of the cultural context of what their classes are talking about. Again, you do have on-site student affairs and academic affairs and staff, so that is provided in the Madrid campus as well. Students will have access to all of the campus facilities and services, like libraries, study spaces, gyms, and the cafeteria. Students are also will have the opportunity to volunteer alongside local university students, so by visiting the Museo Nacional del Prado, Parque de Buen Retiro, and other types of activities.
Fantastic. So I think that concludes our info session for today. If there's any questions, we're happy to answer them directly through this info session, or absolutely feel free to reach out to our office. The contact information is available there, as well as the information for your study abroad office on more information about the programs, and for questions about applying and whatnot, we definitely can clarify those for you. We've also provided the links to each of the SMU preferred programs that we talked about today on this slide here. So when we send you the PowerPoint presentation, you'll be able to directly find the information. And as you already may be aware, application deadlines for each of these programs is April 15th, which is about 2 weeks from today. So there still is time. We really appreciate your participation and hope that this was helpful, and look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, guys.